And we're live. Hello, all you beautiful sons of bitches out there. How's everybody doing?
Hello.
What's up, bitches?
My bitches. How's everybody doing?
Bitches.
Apparently I can hear myself because I just got a little echo where somebody else can hear me.
Golf tee bitches.
Oh,
We
we're
got
already
Jack
getting
Connor,
wrenched
isn't
out there? What? Did I just see a wrench get swung out there already?
I don't see one.
Oh, apparently I'm seeing things. What the hell? Apparently it's a little early in the show to be getting wrenched, but if you feel like getting wrenched, I see Giancarlo's out there, and he is pretty heavy-handed with the wrenches sometimes, so I'm all right with it. Swing away, Giancarlo, swing away.
Yep, line them fuckers up.
See Vaporling out there, Andrew Yeaton, Clint, Jared Weber, Greg Paschak. Holy! Now I'm moving up in the world. Greg showed up here. Guess what, Greg? You stepped in. You were the universal wrench man. You automatically get one just for showing up.
Oh, the weight of the wrenches that man has to bear around his neck.
If you don't want it, I can take it away. I know you do a lot of pimping on everybody, and I'm glad to have you pimping in my comments here, so completely up to you.
Greg's a hell of a guy. Couldn't give a wrench to a nicer guy.
He's gonna have heavy duty suspenders with his wrench belt.
That's right. West End.
It's a given he's a nice guy. He's Canadian.
Well, and if he's not, he'll just say sorry.
No, I mean, like, he's super nice even for a Canadian, so... And that'll tell you something.
Same thing I start off every show with. If you would like to come on this evening, drop a link in the chat there or your name or whatever, and I will get you an invite. Come on, share your story, spend some time with us. Everybody's welcome. Try to do it every week. Unfortunately, not everybody is so willing. So if you're willing, show on up. I'll get you in here.
Man, look at Jack's just throwing all them hearts out at us.
What's up?
Hey! Hey, girl! Hey, girl!
How you doing? No. So, being as this is my first live show after Monday, I'm going to start calling it the day that won't be named just because I'm thoroughly angry about it, which you should be. And if that anger is not enough to push you to go and do what you need to do to contact your congressman, you're wrong as two boys in the woods fucking.
I think if the boys want to get out there and fuck each other, they're gonna be all right. You can do it, guys. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you know, if you're down for whatever, do it. Just keep it out of the woods. That's all I'm asking. Yeah.
We're not out of the woods yet, boys.
You're definitely not out of the woods. That's for sure.
Kermit's just up in Canada watching the world burn down south. He's just like, man, I'm just gonna put my feet up. I can feel the heat from here. All these fucking burning away down.
I might be moving to Canada. I mean, the way this election's going, these FDA regs, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in the States for with this shit.
Stay vigilant, friends. Stay vigilant.
I mean, even Monday I worked a 10-hour shift from 7 a.m. to 5:30. So the hours where my congressmen are in office. I took my lunch break to call. If you're not doing something like that where you're taking time out, took my own personal time where I should be catching a bite to eat and all of that. I forego that and made the calls out that I needed to make. I even shut off an email because I had the time, albeit from my phone, so it probably didn't look quite as nice as when I send one out from my computer, but it's something that everybody should be doing.
Hey, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Absolutely not that hard. If you got 10 minutes, go check out LIFA's video. He put out a video today that is just shows you how simple it is. He live called his representative and videotaped or recorded it and put it on YouTube, and just shows you how easy it is. I was super impressed with that, Ray. That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
That was a phenomenal video. Speaking of which, I did put a link down to Ray's channel down below, LIFA Vapes, LIFA Vapes, LIFA. I think of a different couple other ways to say it, but however the hell you want to say it, go check out his channel over there. The video is phenomenal. I did get a chance to watch it after I got home from work today, so more than worth your guys' time to go and do so. Look how easy it is. He shows in the video exactly how easy that is.
That was so cool, man. I think that's one of the best videos put out I've seen for a long time.
And I just wanted to put it out so I could add it to my local group, because we got 263 guys in just a small little area. You know, I've seen all of these guys at the shop at one point in time, and if we could get 260 guys contacting one representative a couple days a week, it's going to get some traction. Now, granted, that representative is already a co-sponsor on HR 2058, so I could only assume that he's going to support Nicole Bishop in the agricultural bill. But still, if he doesn't know his part in there, and I'm sure he knows that it's out there. But still, we got to call who we can, and that's our representative here in that area.
Nice, Jax.
Get it, girl.
I have I don't know, I guess an issue or something. My whole thing is, okay, they made this, whatever you want to call this, these laws or regulations or whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any fucking sense. You don't go to a car dealership, let's use that for an example, and go to a car dealership and they're like, well, there you go. Okay, but I can't tell you anything about it. I can't let you take it for a test drive. I can't tell you what kind of motor is in it. I can't tell you what kind of gas it runs on, and I can't tell you how to change the oil. Just here you go. You can buy it and figure it out for your fucking self. That's kind of what they're doing. You know, I mean, you go to a vape shop. What if you get a brand new vapor that doesn't know jack shit? You know, doesn't even know how to change a coil. They just, well, I can sell it to you, but I can't tell you how to operate it. I can't tell you how to fill it up. I mean, I don't know, it's like business murder, really, because it's absolutely impossible for anybody to do it.
And you're exactly right, and it falls into this category. Don't take this the wrong way, but bring the vape shop to the car dealership is like apples and oranges. Now, here's my caveat to this. This is why I say this. A cigarette and a vaping device, apple and a fucking orange.
Yep.
That's what they're doing there, except for they're just trying to bundle it together and say it's fucking fruit.
Yep.
But it doesn't roll that way. And there is going to be some accidents out there. Thank you, Vaping the Submission, for that. There will be. Because without that knowledge coming across the table, if somebody who walks in there not knowing what they're doing, doesn't watch YouTube videos, doesn't have any point of reference on that, they're going to go, let me get that, and, oh, that looks pretty. But these two devices don't meld together, so you're going to end up with those fucking things you see on TV of, oh, somebody fucking blew themselves up because the vape shop owner can't step in and say, no, that's not going to work together.
Exactly. Like putting a sub-ohm tank on a hybrid mech or some shit like that.
I mean, I guess the only caveat to that they may have in this case is, well, if you're going to buy this device, this is what we would recommend, like as an Addy to go with it. They're not telling them how to use it, but that would be my one way of thinking. That might be the safe caveat to making sure that they're getting a safe device that's pairing up with something that'll work with it. It's not telling them how to use it. It's not telling them how to change a coil, build a coil, wick it, any of that. That would be the only caveat they have. And I mean, I guess for the people that were watching Heavy's show earlier, look at the same thing he was saying. A lot of things that he's going to have to do now is somebody says, do you build coils? Can you build me coils? No, I can't build you coils. However, I am going to step down over here and I'm going to build myself some coils. Oh, I need to set these down and go into the back room for a minute. Hopefully nobody steals them.
Yeah. Now, one thing I seen that come out today, and I don't know how many of you are subscribers to Twisted with 420, but he posted a awesome video of the parts, like the parts of a sub-ohm tank, how to put it, where the coil goes in, and a couple troubleshooting tips on it, and I shared it with my local group because it was just straight informational. He was straightforward. He said he kept it PG in there for a reason, and to direct people that way if they're having issues to troubleshoot. It's some of the main issues that you could solve yourself if you knew what you were looking for.
So, Don actually had a suggestion. If anybody happens to work at a shop or happen to be around a shop, most of them have laptops and things sitting around. If you happen to have a laptop around or a tablet around, start thinking about maybe keeping an open hangout or an open Zoom meeting over on my Vaporium, over at the G Spot, over with the Vape Shack at the Vape Shack Lounge or whatever, because there's always somebody in there and they are always going to be willing to help. So if you happen to work in a shop or something, you have an extra tablet or a laptop sitting around. It's just an idea, because then you can be like, well, I can't really say anything, but if you happen to go over here and ask these guys over here on this laptop what you should do, they're probably going to be able to hook you up.
That's a good idea.
Speaking of fucked up things here, I do want to interject here and say something, because guess what? I don't own a vape shop. I don't sell anything. So I can tell you, yes, vaping will help you quit smoking, and yes, vaping saves lives. If the FDA wants to come and say something to me, you know where to find me.
Yep.
Come say hello. So I'll tell you the same thing. You can go fuck yourself.
I also do not. I manufacture Eliquid for myself, which does not put me in your purview, Mr. FDA man, Food and Drug Administration. So yes, vaping saves lives. Vaping helps you quit smoking, and you can go fuck yourself.
Yep. I'll second that all day long.
And I'm up in Canada, so I'll say what the hell I want, and I will. And if the Americans want to start a war, let's bring it on. Mind you, I shouldn't say that, because your Salvation Army could probably kick the shit out of our army. So. Well, you get the point, right?
Have you seen who works for our Salvation Army? It's generally the old and decrepit. Nothing against the Salvation Army, but that's usually the
that's not true. That's not true at all, TJ. The Salvation Army loves giving job to ex-felons.
Oh, that one too. That's right. Yeah, they don't care about shanking a motherfucker.
That's right.
I've been to prison.
Yeah, I don't think you can come across our border. Hey, wait a minute. Stop, sir. Sorry to stop you, sir. Sir, where are you going?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please stop, sir.
There's a Tim Hortons 5 miles up the road, eh?
Yeah. Do you need a gift card? Do you need a gift card, eh?
Yeah. There's a $10 Tom's card, eh?
Go hang out at some Tommy's.
Oh, check it out. I see Sean from Vaping Swag is out there. Not his brother Shane, because only Sean shows up on my show.
Right. So what if at a vape shop they had on their big ass TV, because most of them have those big TVs, they just replayed how-to videos all day long, beginner kits or how to fill tanks, the basic entry-level beginner stuff.
Absolutely. Why couldn't you do that? You can. Exactly. Absolutely, you can do it.
Because that's not the shop telling you what to do, by any means. That's whoever put out the video.
They're still promoting it, I would think, though.
Yeah.
You know what I would do? I would say hand out cards with good YouTubers' information on it, like Daniel from DJ LSB Vapes.
Yeah.
If you can't figure his shit out, you probably shouldn't be fucking with the devices you're working with. He breaks it down to the lowest level possible and goes beyond that, so you know even more than you necessarily need to know, which is great for anybody from beginner to veteran vapor.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought about is with our local group, just advertising, saying, hey, I'm going to the shop from this hour to this hour. If anybody needs any questions answered, I'll be there. You can talk to me. You don't have to talk to the shop owners.
Yeah, put some volunteer time in at the shops.
Yeah, and I'm just going there to pay my 50 cents to sample all the new to them juice, and shoot the shit anyways. I might as well make it worth it.
Goddamn right. How about the new guys? Oh, there's a Gizzard Stew sighting out in the audience. We got a troll out there.
Yeah.
He must be using his wife's phone.
Oh, now she's got his Google.
Yeah,
Live.
that's why I went to my local. I'm sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I was just gonna say I went to my local shop and just put down some of my business cards, just in case people walk in. You know, since they can't get, because every time I go in there, there's people constantly going in there and having them rebuild for them. And since they can no longer do that, that's why I just put some cards down and I put on them. If you just need something put in to get a hold of them, you know, for local people, you know, just get a hold of them. And hell, I'll fix your RDA up for you, you know, no charge, you know. I think it's fucked up for the new vapors, you know. It really is. I've got a problem with it, I guess.
I see a little Don out in the audience out there.
Right.
Hello, Don. We love you.
We love you, Don.
Hey, Don.
Speaking of Don, just a heads up to you. Don, I will be ordering some concentrates. I did finally make the jump this week and bought myself some DIY VG and Nick here, so you're going to be first on my list here. You should be expecting an order from me either this Saturday or Sunday. Just a heads up, let you know what's going on. I'm pretty excited about this endeavor, so it'll be very exciting. Not to mention I've got some of the best minds in the business for DIY at home, so.
At your beck and call.
And DIY, for me, it became its own little monster. I got really addicted to just playing with the flavors and just making stuff in general.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It got really addicting at the beginning. It was loads of fun. Still is. I mean, to this day, I mix every single day.
Mad scientist mode.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at answering emails, but I'll give it to you.
Don, perfectly all right. No worries. I've been busier than a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest lately, so I expect that with you as well, especially with everything that's going on. Not to mention, you had a wonderful, looks like a date weekend with Gizzard Stew, so I can understand where you'd be busy with that, especially having to put up with him for a whole weekend. Hopefully you still have your wits about you. Oh shit, Gizzard's in here.
Gizzard, hit him. This is Gizzard, hit him.
Don't tell her to hit me, she will.
Hit him.
Look at those eyes.
He said, that was great. You're just sitting there watching Gizzard's eyes get like this big around.
I saw an opportunity to throw you under the bus for a moment. You did it to me once. I figured payback's fair, you know.
Yeah, thanks, TJ.
It's cool. I love you, buddy.
And speaking of Dawn, got my concentrates in, and there's 440 mils of strawberry submission.
Oh!
It'll be ready tomorrow.
Big jar in it. Big jar.
Like I was telling Ray earlier, I finally got a chance to try that strawberry submission over the weekend. My brother brought some home with him from Japan, and holy fucking Christ, that stuff is amazing. That is definitely on the concentrate list.
Yeah. I can't wait to get my hands on 1 billion blueberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still kiss my ass, Gizzard Stew, despite you having that amazing show on your channel last night, where Aaron, the director of 1 Billion Lives, happened to stop by and answer questions and have a lovely conversation with us. You can still kiss my ass, Gizzard Stew.
Speaking of all that, Giz, I do want to thank you. That was an amazing fucking show last night. Well done, well put together, well thought out. You did it beautifully, and it was great to see what Aaron had to say to everybody. So, from myself and I'm sure everyone else, thank you.
Yep.
If you guys didn't get to watch it, I'm gonna go find the link and I'm gonna spam you guys out in the chat with the link for Gizzard's show.
And I also have Gizzard's link to his YouTube channel down in the description below. So go subscribe. He's always putting out good content. There's
That's what we're calling it.
well, it's good content in the case of advocacy and education. So he's more than worth the watch. Get over there. Even the ones that aren't good content are still good content.
Yeah, they're still mighty funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was working on that today. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll probably be re-uploading that show just because I wanted to remove 2.5 minutes of dead air out of the middle of it and fix a few comedy of errors that occurred.
And can you scrub out your typing on your keyboard in the background?
No.
I didn't.
The jackhammer.
The jackhammer. Yeah, that one. I was waiting for somebody to walk in. No, sir, here's your whiskey and cigar. Fucking looking like a case of Mad Men, thinking it was your goddamn receptionist there.
The thing is that as Fresh will attest that I did my best to set up the show last night, cross all the T's and dot all my I's, but there must have been something still not right in the audio settings because at one point last night I thought I was muted. It said I was muted, and that was when there was a lot of keyboard stuff going on and stuff like that.
Albeit even with that in there, it was still phenomenal. You did an excellent job, so again, thanks.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a live show, and things are going to happen, and it came off well. It was just incredible. I think that was absolutely epic. I applaud you for getting it pulled together, and it was just a fantastic show altogether, man. And like I said to you, in our conversation earlier today, as an advocate, but as a true lover of the community, I really love where your heart lies and all the good that you promote, and just hats off to you, man. I already respected you like a brother, but I guess that grew even more because it was just absolutely amazing, and I really love what you guys are doing with stuff like that.
I must say I like your shirt, Permit.
Yeah, thanks. VapingSwag.com.
That's right. You can get some Crazy Wire while you're there. Soon he's going to have Chubby Gorilla bottles on there.
Right. Make sure you talk to Shane, not Sean in the comments either. Okay? Talk to his brother Shane. That's the one you want to talk to about getting your stuff over there at Vaping Swag. Shane will take care of you. Sean will laugh at you.
Sean will just take your money. Shane will hook you up.
Well, it really was great to be able to see a billion lives over the weekend and to hang out with Don for a weekend. I mean, not everybody ever gets to do that, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, what I want to know is, Don, did you figure out who the fuck is Gizzard Stew?
Well, I think she's got a pretty good idea now.
Careful, is your wife still listening?
Oh, yeah. No, it actually, me and Don are more like siblings than anything else. It's pretty platonic, but you know, we're definitely like two peas in a pod.
Oh.
If that makes any sense to you.
Oh.
She could be my sister.
Yeah. As long as you're not fighting like brother and sister, you're in good terms then.
Well, I'm sure that could happen if we would have had one more day together.
He says small doses. That's how I like my siblings.
That's exactly right.
I think that The time parameters were just perfect. You know, I don't know if she could have handled one more day of the Gizzard.
No,
I
Gizzard,
call
you
it,
cannot have any more hazy custard. Get away from me.
Oh, I see a Snaggletooth sighting out there. Been a
What up,
while since I
Snaggletooth?
seen you in the comments out there, Snaggletooth. Good to see you again.
I call that whole time limit the 48-hour rule. You can put up with anybody for 48 hours. After that, you may just punch them out.
You've never met my little sister. Oh.
Like
That's
somebody
only
saying
that's only a half joke. Generally, me and her can take about 45 minutes of each other's company, and then we want to strangle each other.
says if he didn't give me back his Limitless Plus, there would have been a fight. Kids, are you trying to Debo shit?
What's a Debo?
Nice, you uncle.
Tim
You know,
Tebow?
Sticky Fingers, Debo. Haven't you ever seen the movie Friday?
I guess not.
Okay.
What you got on my 40, Craig?
Yeah, buddy. Smokey's back here taking a shit. Those of you who haven't seen
Man,
it.
how'd your shit? It's Debo. I'm just gonna tuck it in.
Yes, I'll have to send you a link to that video. Nah.
Don is such a giving person that anyone that would think of five-finger discounting that lady is really got a screw loose.
I would call that more than a screw loose. That's just that's just a terrible business choice for them. Not only are you going to get your arms broken, but there's going to be a line of people waiting behind her to beat your ass.
Hey, TJ, Giancarlo's got an announcement.
Giancarlo, would you like to come on? I can shoot you an invite real quick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bring him on. Bring it on.
Giancarlo, I'm going to get you in here so that way you can make your announcement live on air.
Let's get the Johnniest of Carlos up in here.
That's a good idea. Oh my God, Adore's watching. Hi, Don. I didn't know I would. I'm sorry if I said anything wrong.
All right, Giancarlo, I got you an invite out there. Or did I need to send it to your email address?
Giz, you know you would already know if you said something wrong. Should be on your ass.
Yeah, Spaced Out's asking if I uploaded the bootleg of the movie yet, and the answer is no. I'm going to let Aaron do his own marketing and release the movie as he sees fit.
Yeah. Good call, sir. Good call.
Good man.
Yeah, I thought, Fresh, you had a good point about the whole Netflix thing when you brought that up. I think a lot of us were in that same boat.
Giancarlo, I don't need to give you a minute, Giancarlo. You're already a pretty motherfucker. You don't have to doll yourself up for me. It's all right. Come on, get in here.
Yeah, I mean, now that I've heard him speak on the subject and I understand what he's doing more, rather than just getting it out there, he wants, the award-winning documentary, A Billion Lives. It makes a lot more sense for him to be taking the path that he does.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just
Sorry.
Go for it.
Well, I was just going to say the whole issue with how movies work and big time documentaries. It makes perfect sense to go this way, to get the respect and to get the right people seeing it, as opposed to just putting it straight on Netflix. I mean, it makes perfect sense, because once it goes on Netflix, yeah, all the vapors will see it. Absolutely, everybody will see it. But the people that need to see it and need to hear about it, they'll never even know about it. They'll never even hear of it. You know.
Exactly.
So
You're sending people YouTube links. They're like, so you're going to send me to some conspiracy theorist on YouTube?
Yeah. Exactly.
Plus, what I'm getting from him going to all these festivals and all that, is it's kind of like when Kevin Smith finances his own movie or gets a real low budget. He's got to make that movie money back because no major theaters are going to take it. It's going straight to DVD. So it's kind of along the same lines.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There he is.
Hi, everybody.
Giancarlo!
What's happening, buddy? How you doing, Giancarlo?
Well, I'm throwing a heart at you, Giancarlo. This isn't for anybody else.
Well, it probably would help if I put my mod down, wouldn't it? Hey.
Hell yeah. Got a pile of it myself.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I do want to apologize to you right off the get-go.
Why?
I forgot to shoot a video of watching my brother vape that Phantom Ravioli. Totally spaced it because I was so fucking excited to watch him do it. And he did it right here in my fucking living room. And I got him take some rips off of it, re-dripped it, and his girlfriend was with him. So I made his girlfriend do it. She about fucking died. Apparently she doesn't like pizza. So I really laughed when that happened. And then before we left, I was like, all right, well, let me re-wick it, clean it up real quick. And me not thinking, burnt the coils off, re-wicked it, dropped some Leviathan on there, took a rip off of it. It was like, all right, no more flavor. Apparently I forgot to clean the fucking well out. He re-dripped the Leviathan on there, and fucking next thing you know, he's like, why does this taste like basil and pizza still? I'm like, whoops. So all day Saturday from about 10 in the morning until I got in to go to my mother's house at around 10 the next morning, he was vaping on pizza-flavored whatever juice he was dripping on.
Oh, that's
Fucking-
funny.
It was brutal. I felt bad for him. I almost let him take my eye stick. I was like, and then I was like, no, you know what? Deal with it. I almost just gave him the bottle of Phantom Ravioli and said, here, just keep dripping this. You'll be all right.
That's too funny.
It was a good time. I got a good kick out of it all day long. It's like, TJ, fuck you. All I keep tasting is pizza. I go, it was good though, wasn't it? He's like, yeah. I go, then why are you complaining?
Just accept it for what it is.
And that's right. You sit down, you shut up, and you like it.
What did I do?
Oh, no.
On
That's
a
so...
happy note here, or whatever note it may be, what's your announcement that you'd like to make?
Well, it's like overall not a happy note, but it can be, but I'm turning it into a happy note. So, long story short, I just wanted to come on real quick. I was ready to just type it into the chat, but, thanks for letting me come on to talk to everybody. Essentially, due to the regs, due to life circumstances, a bunch of stuff going on, the Ohmageddon site is currently down. I took it down myself. How could I say this without really putting everything out there? I don't want it taken away. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather take it down myself, change it myself, do what I got to do to keep everything out there some way, somehow, in some form. It's changing form, right? That's all I can really say about it right now. But for anybody out there that's been looking, oh, where'd they go? We're still here. You know what I mean? We haven't disappeared. It's just trying to navigate a new path, in this vaping journey we're all taking. I'm not, running away. I'm not disappearing. None of that stuff. It's just, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that's kind of like throwing a giant wrench into our plans, the regs being one of them. And, I'd rather make the changes with my own hands than have the government step in and make their own changes, which we all know will not be in our best interest.
Yeah.
So if anybody's out there looking for Ohmageddon, Ohmageddon@gmail.com, you know where to find me. And @_Ohmageddon_ on Instagram. We're still here. We're still doing stuff. There will be a new site, a new URL, and there's going to be a couple changes, but I believe it's all for the better.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Ohmageddon beard oils.
Yeah, beard oils, booty lube, you know. And finishers.
Bolosong booty lube. I like the sound of it.
Get up in there. Oh.
That's
That
right.
Tony rubs you the right way, you know.
That's right. My booty smells like coconut and peanut butter. It's gonna be awesome.
Be some of the
You
best
know, a big
massage
part
oils
of
you
this
ever
thing-
got in your life.
A big part for like forcing this change to happen too is, and I know a bunch of you guys have heard me say this, I like enjoy the creative aspect of doing this. I like being able to sit down, make something, and have people enjoy it. Now, you know, most of you guys know my process. I don't just like whip something out and throw it out there. Like, it's got to be just right, you know? With the regs, that's impossible. I feel like, you know, all they're doing is putting us into a smaller box, and then you can't do anything. So, like I said, you know, I'm just like trying to come up with a new plan, new changes to be able to still be out there relevant. If it says vaping anywhere near it or not, I feel that's kind of neither here nor there. You know, everybody with a brain in their head will understand what they'd be able to do with what we're doing. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
That's right, Vaporling. People need to get oh, Giz, you're echoing. People need to concentrate.
All
And
in
then
your
they understand.
concentrate, and the answers will find you.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to make soap.
Wash that booty lube off.
I believe a lot of people could take a message from DIY or Die, who changed his group to a candy making group over on Facebook. Yeah, so
Yep.
I got a pretty good laugh out of that.
Yeah. And like I said, and I put up a post on Vaporium. Everybody out there on Vaporium, go find me and look at the post I put up. You know, I want to run a tight ship. I want to run a legit ship. I'm not trying to like, oh, maybe I can exploit this little loophole. Keep doing whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? It's, to me, that's, you're just jumping through hoops for the sake of jumping through hoops. And the FDA, the government, they've been at this game for a million years. They know all the angles. That's why they're controlling everything that they're controlling. They know the angles, they know the loopholes, they know everything. So, you know, instead of trying to, like, fight this incredibly uphill battle as a manufacturer, I'm just taking another route. You know what I mean? I'm still moving forward. That's the plan. But it's like, I feel too like if you're trying to like find some little thing to kind of skirt through, that's just gonna end up biting you in the ass. And with the looming 2-year deadline, who the fuck could say what's gonna happen? Honestly, you know what I mean? We're fighting a juggernaut here with incredibly deep pockets and like incredibly endless resources. I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but again, like I said, all the circumstances and everything I've got on the line, and it's not just me. I've got Ducky to take care of. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. So instead of like being like neck and neck with this juggernaut that we're trying to fight, I'm just taking a quick left and I'm going another way to, you know, in the direction I want to go.
Yeah.
So
Plus, it allows you a lot more freedom.
Exactly. I don't want to be locked into a box. And, you know, I'm very, very proud of the stuff we've put out, and I stand by it for 1,000 years. But I want to put out more stuff that I'm going to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to be limited. And I feel like trying to take their way is way too limiting. And I don't really go for that. Like, don't force me into a box. Just not into it. And, you know, I apologize if anybody that's been trying to get our stuff and can't, and they don't know what the deal is. That's what the deal is. So, like I said, Ohmageddon at Gmail, just send me an email, and, you know, I do this, you do that, we make something happen.
I'll put a link down to your email down in the description here. I'm going to change that out. I didn't change that out even knowing So first off, my apologies for that. But I'll make sure I get that updated. So that way, if you guys do want to contact Giancarlo in regards to that, I'll have his email down in the description, so that way you guys can email him forthright.
And you should.
Whatever route you take with this, know that we're all going to stand behind you. And we still will be pushing for you regardless of whatever route you want to go with it.
I really appreciate it, guys. And thank you to everybody that saw the post and wrote something positive and sent their support. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that.
Well, you're the man, Giancarlo, so we will support you.
If you weren't the man, I wouldn't be bringing you on here.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I like to emphasize that. I say it a lot of times on my shows that you and Ducky have done a lot for this community. Nobody asked you to. You just did it out of the goodness of your heart, and it's just out of the goodness of your heart, and that makes me want to support you. It's just, I know you are a good person. I know Ducky's a good person. I know you're putting out wonderful products, and your heart's in those products, and so, whatever you need me to do, I will do it.
You guys already do so much. I couldn't. There's no way I couldn't repay you guys. Like, if I could cut all you guys a check right now, I would. I totally.
Yeah. It's not even about the money, I don't think. I mean,
You've already repaid us all by the heart you put into the community, and that's more than payment. So. No, kudos to you, brother, and kudos for taking a stance and doing something that's going to continue to put your heart into the community. So we're all behind you for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Even on this side of the border, brother.
Because the thing I feel too, like, I mean, I get why companies were rushing to put stuff out, before the date hit. I get it. Like, I totally understand, but I just don't feel personally like you shouldn't have to rush to put something out, especially if it's a consumable that the general public's going to be taking into their bodies. And that's not to say that anybody's quality control is lacking. Obviously some are better at it than others, but certain things I feel you just need to cultivate properly. You shouldn't have to rush anything out. I mean, obviously there's going to be companies out there going for the cash grab. I get it. They're going to blow everything out for the next 2 years, make their money and bounce. But it's like, I feel taking the route I'm taking is better for the longevity of vaping, better for the community overall. Not everyone's going to like it. You can't please everybody, but you got to look at the whole forest and not just a single tree.
Absolutely.
And you also got to remember that they have the same pants to get mad in as they do to get glad in.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Guess what? If they're watching here, or Fresh's channel, or Gizzard's channel, or LIFA, or they're listening to Permits podcast, or they're buying Yeti oils, guess what? They're behind you already. We know that, and it's going to continue to stay that way. So keep driving forward. Do what you got to do for both your family and whatever route you want to take with your business. We stand behind you 100%.
Awesome. I appreciate it so much. I really do. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to hop on, let everyone know, straight from the horse's mouth. Not hearsay, not they got shut down, they're gone, or nothing like that. We're just making some changes, doing some things. Fat Tony will still be around. Don't worry. But
I was more worried about the Bala song, but
Bala song's not going anywhere. That, like I said before, that one's like my personal fave, must-have. I mean, I love them all, but that one, that's not going anywhere. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's something I am actually going to be shooting you an email about a little later as well.
Yeah, just send me an email, and I'll take care of you. Don't worry, TJ. It's all good.
I just got a little adventure ahead of me, so I want a little bit of your input from another mastermind to mixing over there. So, figure as many people's noggins as I can dig into to get my wheels a turning. I figure that's the best route.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's good. I was just gonna say the more questions you ask, the better off you are in the long run.
Yeah. I was going to make comment to the amount of DIY knowledge that's just on the panel right here. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And I feel like I'm still a baby at it. You know, like I don't
Babies don't put out masterpieces.
Yeah, a baby, ladies and gentlemen, a fucking baby. Look at this shit. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Picasso was not a baby. Yeah, babies don't put out masterpieces. It doesn't work that way.
Yep. Absolutely.
You guys are awesome.
No, sir. I think you meant to say you are awesome. We're just falling in line with you right now. That's all. See, they can't beat you. They can only hope to contain you. That's it. And that's a hope.
I don't even know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. The great ones usually don't have anything to say. That's called acting like you've been there before.
Oh yeah. Let what you're making speak for itself.
That's right.
Speak for itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your shit speaks for itself, period.
Awesome.
And
it doesn't just speak, it fucking screams.
And Giancarlo, you got all of our email addresses. Once that new plan hits, you just let us know. We'll spread the word.
Yeah. I've got all your guys' info in my family book.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I keep a little notebook with everyone's info in there, and it's like, a lot of you got checks. Check. You're on the beta list.
Good God. Yes. Family is great, especially when your family is fucking famous.
Yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop on, let that be known out to, the vaping world out there. We're still here. And I'm just essentially right now looking around at this pile of stuff I got to take care of because we're leaving for Foxwoods tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be fun. Hanging out with
go have fun, enjoy yourself.
What's up?
I said, go have fun, enjoy yourself, man. Take a weekend off.
We just need it. We need like a couple days away just to relax, have a nice good time. We might actually on Sunday we're gonna go to Dirty's, hang out with Dirty. I'm gonna get to meet him for the first time, like live and in person. So we're looking forward to that, and then just come back with a fresh head, handle business. That's the plan.
Nice.
That is the plan.
Good for you, man.
I'll be sure to give everybody, extra hugs from all you guys.
Yep. You need to
Take
squeeze
a bunch of pictures, make a few posts here. Yeah, I'll squeeze Phenom real good.
Yeah.
Happy, bro.
Maybe if you're lucky, a DNA 200 will pop out of his pocket into yours.
If you pick up Phenom and shake them, it's gonna be raining DNA 200s. Like the mods that he just rolls around with, like most people wouldn't take out of a glass case with white gloves on. You know what I mean?
This is daily drivers.
His daily drivers annihilate everybody's showpieces.
It happens when you're rolling around with Bentleys and Ferraris in your pocket.
Yeah, it was a good time. He's just so much fun. All those guys, all you guys are so much fun. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to let that be known. Be definitely thinking about you guys in Foxwoods. I'll spread the love out to the fam, and we should be all talking pretty soon.
I look forward to it.
Most definitely.
And keep everyone out there posted on what our moves are going to be.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Outstanding. Make sure we keep in contact, get this all squared away for you. So anything you need, don't hesitate to hit us up.
Yeah, likewise. If you need anything, just you know where to find me. I'll be here.
Speaking of a phenom.
Oh, hello, Phenom.
Hello, phenom. His ears must have been burning.
All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I love you all.
Love you too, Giancarlo.
Hey,
Thanks
thanks,
for
brother, and
coming
have a
on.
great weekend, buddy.
Thank
Love
you for
you.
everything you do, Giancarlo. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome, guys. I'll talk to you all soon.
Have a good
Take
weekend,
care,
buddy.
Gia.
All right. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Later, Juice.
Yes, our Lord Phenom, the Con of Cons, is in the house.
Outstanding.
Phenom.
Yeah, the man, the myth.
And his ears must have been burning. Chat.
Yeah, no shit.
Apparently, phenom, if you don't know, you're getting lots and lots of hugs, and you might get shaked a little.
Yep. Shake it and look for Stabwood DNA 200s coming out of your gold shoes.
It'll be all right. It's gonna be a good time. You'll have fun with it.
Kiz gets these super intense looks on his face every once in a while over there, and I don't know what he's doing. He's just like,
I'm up to something.
you are up to something, I can tell.
I would change the subject since it's a little bit, the conversation is depressing because it's now the 10th. But I would like to sing a song real quick. Okay, here goes. I am stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me.
That's right. Do you want to see some stitches, Gizzard Stew? I can show you my stitches.
What happened, Freshie?
I had to get a little work done. I wasn't pretty enough.
Okay.
Went to go the cosmetic surgeon get a hold of you there.
That's right. I was walking through the teaching hospital, and they're like, "Hey, look at this dude. He needs work."
Get your ass over here. We need a volunteer.
That's right. That's right. We need a teaching experience, and you just scream it, my friend. Come over here.
That's outstanding. Love it. So,
Come on.
now that we're kind of in that mode there, I do kind of want to switch gears a little bit here. Talk about some good things that are going on here. For one, if you weren't here earlier and you weren't paying attention, I am starting my DIY journey shortly. I did finally make the jump to buying some VG and some Nick. Next comes concentrates and plethoras of flavors. Now I just got to figure out where to hide all of those sons of bitches, because I can't have it looking like Fresh's closet or his giant bag of unicorn bottles. And not to mention, your what I'm gonna now refer to as your drug sending devices. Anything new for anyone else? Yunkel, did you put out any more Yeti Wires there on your site?
Not yet. Not yet. They're coming.
Awesome.
I was wanting to talk to you about that fresh later when we get done, but yeah, there are some, two actually, that will be going up probably this week actually. So.
Nice.
Down in the description, get you some Yeti oils.
And speaking of those, his stainless steel fused Claptons, they are very, very nice. They get angry really quick.
You gotta love a good angry coil.
Oh,
That's because I smack them around a little bit before I send them out. That way when you get them, they're good and pissed off.
Right before he puts them in the envelope. Nobody loves you.
I talk dirty to them and everything. Yep.
if you want to see how pretty they are, I posted a picture on Fresh Bee Book. I had to take a macro picture because the colors were just so pretty when I heated them up.
Cool. Thank you.
Anybody else got any other good news? We know Giz had some good news over the weekend. Had the wonderful opportunity to see 1 billion lives. If you have not seen yet, go over to his channel. Watch his last video that he just put up. He live streamed it yesterday for Project Fog. Had Aaron Beaver, the director of 1 billion lives, on there. Well worth the watch. I was going to type more comments in as I was watching yesterday, but I was way too enthralled listening to what was going on. Didn't have time to type because there was too much going on for me to pay attention and type at the same time. So apparently I'm not very good at multitasking when it comes to something like that, which is probably why I miss 99% of the damn comments that come through out in the comments on the live stream here. So if I miss something, my bad. I'm not good at squirreling back and forth. So I'm probably more along the lines of fresh, and I'll read something out of context, but at least I'll catch one or two in there.
It's the best way to be.
I have a little bit of good news, I guess you could say. It's not good news for anybody but me, but I'm kind of happy. I too get to join the pantheon of those who have seen 1 billion lives as of tomorrow.
Yay!
Yeah,
Right on.
So
Tomorrow,
can't wait for that.
Tomorrow night in Oklahoma City, correct?
That's right. At the Harkins Bricktown Live, or sorry, Bricktown Cinema. Bricktown Live's it's a different kind of joint. You don't want to go there.
Are you going with your wife?
I'm going solo.
Are you?
Yep.
Oh, at least you're going.
I've got several people that I'm probably going to be meeting up there. You know, just from the community.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I should be there with bells on.
Right on.
Excellent.
You don't need bells. You can see a Yeti from a mile away.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really am.
Yeah,
I thought
that'll be good.
when Giz told me about it, we were talking late one night, and he was like, "Yeah, guess where 1 billion lives is going to be the very next night or the very next week after I see it." I was thinking New York, L.A., you know, someplace awesome, you know, some badass place. He's like, Oklahoma fucking City. I'm like, whatever, dude. And sure enough, we pulled it up, and I was like, holy crap.
Well, you know, they have to do all these really highbrow places like Oklahoma City, and then they're going off to Paris.
Fuck, they showed it in a beer garden in Milwaukee. Of course they got to go to those highbrow places.
Yeah, he was sitting there driving down the road to get to Oklahoma City, and he's like, he's doing a YouTube or a Facebook live stream, and he's like, oh, you guys can hear the air conditioner? Don't let me turn the air conditioner off. And I was just like, don't do it. Don't do it, Aaron.
No.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die in that car.
Greg, have a good night, buddy. You're welcome. You deserve a wrench wherever you go.
Yeah, he does.
Love you, Greggy.
That Greg?
Have a great night, Greg. Good talking to you, buddy.
What up, Sasha?
Sasha's out there.
No, I had some good news. Actually, it was pretty great news from this last weekend. I went to Irish Fest here in Iowa, and I was stepping out to this little smokers area because I didn't want to bother anybody with the vape. And one of the security guys goes, "You don't have to step out here." He goes, "We're vape friendly inside, as long as you're not bothering anybody inside. We're vape friendly." One of the vape shops donated a ton of money to the event. So.
Wow.
Spectacular.
That's
Did
awesome.
you find out which vape shop it was?
Yeah, it's the one I go to all the time. So.
Okay.
Continue
to support that company.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
And they're the same one that's donated. Well, that you got to charge the 50 cents to sample, and they're donating it to every month. They're going to take that money and donate it to our local state organization that deals with state advocacy with the governor and everything like that.
Yeah. I liked
That's a good way to go about that.
over on Trevor Jones's live show. I like the idea that it was $1 to sample when you went in, and then if you bought anything, it was $1 off.
Perfect.
I did like that idea. So.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the local shops here, they were talking about just doing a yearly membership fee of like $5 and just that covering you for samples all year.
Oh wow.
And I could see where that would benefit. You know, I'm in Iowa, so I see a whole bunch of different guys coming into the shop, but the ones that I'm really impressed with are the 60s, 70-year-old farmers coming in with their bib overalls on, and all they're there is for their Turkish blend, for their ego twist little pen style, and that's all they come in and go out, and they hear about the new flavors. They always want to try them. They never pick them up, but if those guys can flop down a yearly fee, they can feel free to see what us younger kids are looking at.
Yeah.
By younger, you mean most of us in our 30s and 40s?
Yeah, me being 41. It's
He says
younger
it's all relative.
it's a lot younger than the dude 65 years, smoked for 40 years. He deserves a break once in a while.
Yeah.
Good God, yes. On other happy
hello.
notes.
What are you doing?
Apparently we're getting a well, hello, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry.
I could talk to my cat for a minute.
It's cool. Do you think you want to talk to dogs and cats? Nah, I'm alright with it. I'm not going to stop you.
It's pet time.
Hello.
It's our quick pet break for everybody.
Pet
Hello.
Your puppies and kitties.
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad, kitty? Where's Gus at? Yes.
He's coming.
Is he? I figured he was asleep under the table. Every time I ask Giz, where's Gus? He's asleep.
Yeah.
Or he's outside pooping.
One or the two.
You're only as old as you vape. Well, I guess that makes me 6 months old or 7 months old or, wait a minute, 8? Nope, 9. Apparently I can't count. Fuck. Another one of those. For a guy with a fucking math degree that can't count, that's a really bad thing.
I don't know. It sounds good on paper.
Oh, listen to her with the cute little puns.
Nice swag. Swag on that zero, yo.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of Vaping Swag, if you haven't tried those originals, get out there and get some. Head over to vapingswag.com and pick some up. They are phenomenal. That green though, oh, that is probably my favorite one of the entire bunch. There's something about that bubble tea there that's just fucking amazing.
It surprised me that I enjoyed that one as much as I do, but I really, really, really enjoyed the green.
Where are you going?
I want you to look at my butt, Dad.
Do I got worms? Should I rub it across your keyboard?
We just all of a sudden you just there's all these comments from Yeti and you look up and the dog's just dragging its ass across the keyboard.
So just want y'all to get a
typing out you
profile
like
shot.
that, don't you?
Yeah. Get out of here.
I need to comment on YouTube's, Dad.
She just wanted to say hello.
Yeah, you know. And, oh, I just lost my entire train of thought there. That's fucking great. I love when that happens. See, this is why I do live shows, because I'm not going to go back and re-edit this fucking shit. I don't got time for that shit. So, if it's all foobarred, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather have it foobarred anyways. It's way more interesting.
Sure.
The downside is I can't go out there and say he was trying for a dark horse flavor, and people have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about because I didn't reference who put that out in the comments. Apparently they should have showed up for the damn live show if you wanted to hear what I was talking about the comments. I think that should be the new go-to. I'm not going to reference anybody's name when I say something from somebody out of the comments. That way it's just completely out of whack and nobody has a clue.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, DJ? And then I start scanning the comments, and then I get lost over there.
Did you know yellow is Giancarlo's favorite? There you go.
I'm vaping yellow.
Yellow's pretty tasty.
That's the one I'm wanting to get. That one and the orange.
That it is. Actually, that yellow makes for a really good tank juice. I really like it in my tank.
Yeah, I got mine in my tank. I like the blue though. That would have to be my favorite.
Giancarlo hasn't tried blue yet. Oh, Giancarlo, you're in treat.
That is a
treat with that blue.
My blue is gone. That was gone within a day and a half, 2 days.
Blue is
Once I really got into it, it's bye-bye birdie. Granted, I've got so much juice rolling around, I don't know what to do with it, and then this DIY thing is probably only going to make it way worse.
Oh, just wait until you get a successful juice under your belt, like a successful original creation. That's when you really get hooked. You're like, son of a bitch, I did that. I didn't need anybody's help.
Yeah, and then wait till you... Sorry.
Saturday DIYing with golf tee and friends. Like, wait a minute.
I'm not going to overstep my bounds there, but, you know, I might just do a Wednesday night DIY with golf tee. You know, maybe if I can do it right and shave off a little piece of the golf tee that I used to wrap my first coil, drop that in my first juice that I make, and let it steep in there for like a week so it gets a nice little wood flavor to it.
I mean, if you were going for like a bourbon flavor, maybe.
Oh yeah, in that case, I'll just light it on fire a little bit and give it that nice burnt pine flavor that it's probably fucking made out of.
You can try whatever you want. That's why they call it do-it-yourself.
Yep.
That's why.
Doesn't mean it's gonna be good, but.
That's why Raven would put, what was it, like Smarties or some shit? Sweet Tarts. He put Sweet Tarts in it.
No, it was Smarties. He had a Smartie in his bottle, and he used that to agitate it.
A Raven, always thinking.
It's like, holy Christ, Raven.
There you go. You got it right.
I took the ball off this belly button ring, and I put that in here.
2% golf tea, 0.5% bourbon. There we go. There's my first recipe coming.
Nice paperling.
Well done, sir.
You fill the rest up with VG, you're good to go.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to suggest a nice vanilla bourbon for that.
Maybe I'll just take some of my vanilla extract and soak my golf tea in it so it's already there. And we'll just toss it right in and it'll be golden.
Vanilla bourbon's a good flavor, Jax. It's really good with custard.
What are you going to call it? Tiger Tears?
His daily vape, D-A-L-Y.
Oh, that's a good golf reference. Well done, sir. I'll just have to make it with some crazy looking fucking bottle then, at least on the bottom half of it.
Then the second vape will have to be a tea and lemonade. So you can do an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, there you go.
That's actually not a bad idea. That would probably turn out as a phenomenal vape.
I actually got a really good tea in for that. It's lemon tea by Flavora. It's actually pretty solid. How hard is DIYing? It's not hard at all, Snaggletooth. When you start getting into more advanced mixes, then it can get a little hard. But I mean, just mixing something up for yourself that's tasty as hell, it's easy.
Oh. Is that, and if you're watching as much YouTube as I am in my free time, you've got tons and tons of knowledge out there. I mean, fucking freshest Saturday show every day.
If might as well get started. Might as well get started. It's the wave of the future.
It is.
That's right. And Be seeing me suiting up on me, looking like Walter White, making my first batch. It's gonna be great.
Your Arnold Palmer might turn into Harry Palmer.
See that one going down? Just pull a couple of the little grays out of the beard there, and it'll be golden.
Yeah, Giancarlo just stole that. Now he's going to have Arnold Palmer lube.
Booty lube.
Arnold Palmer's booty lube.
You know, that might be a good gateway for me to talking to golfers while I'm out golfing. What are you doing? I'm vaping an Arnold Palmer. They all like Arnold Palmers. It's a good gateway for me to get into that talk with them.
There you go.
Good thinking.
Maybe you get a free invite to the country club.
That happens. I don't know what I'd do. I'd have to move somewhere where it's warm, so at least the country club was open year-round.
Well, don't you just golf with hockey sticks?
No. Not. My name is not Happy Gilmore.
Orange balls and hockey sticks?
No, I've seen every once in a while they do have the nice frozen lake golf events that are a good time to go out there in your coveralls and whack balls around on the ice.
Yeah. Yeah, they tend to carry a long way on a frozen lake.
Yeah.
Yes, and Shane's brother Sean out there is saying that there is ways to accelerate the steeping process, aka the Roomba steep. For those of you who are not familiar, you may want to go back and find that video.
The Roomba steep, yeah.
I think Hazy created the Roomba steep, didn't he?
That would be Hazy Vapors.
No.
Hazy would, he could walk you right through it.
Or sit you right through it, depending on how you want to look at it.
You say you'll get really, really, really flexible. That's all I can say about it.
Giancarlo, you nailed it right on the head.
Yep.
AKA the Keister Steep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do every time you cross a foreign border. You keister steep some Eliquid.
It says in 120 bottles.
And then you get through customs and they don't care at all.
That's the prison wallet. Well done.
That's
The
right.
one guy, one jar video comes to mind. God. Have you all seen that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh, shit. When you get a moment all by yourself, when there's no one around, go Google one guy, one jar. I dare you.
If that's any thing like going to helicopterspin.com, it's a bad idea.
No, it's a really bad idea what your uncle's trying to get you to do. It's a really bad idea.
It'll make you really think twice about keister steep and shit.
Then all of a sudden you're putting orders in for 100 unicorn bottles.
I wonder if that's anything like Fresh. Were you still around for in Polk for Johnny Dasani?
Oh yeah, of course I was
Okay.
there for Johnny
Okay.
Dasani.
Yeah.
I think I told that story once on a show.
That was
Old Scotty Dizzle.
the things that would come into that ER. Oof.
I mean,
But
it
did
was
you get,
from Polk, Louisiana, so I mean, we were really bored.
did you
That
get
guy
the
was really bored.
I fell on it story?
Oh no, no,
Oh.
there was no denying what that gentleman was up to. Johnny Dasani had.
That wouldn't have been
Oh,
I
yeah.
fell on it. That was I fell into it.
Yeah, I remember that story now.
Yep, I tripped and my dick wound up in a Dasani bottle. Poor guy.
My one of my buddy's moms used to work in an ER, and that's what she was telling us some stories about stuff that comes through the ER, and this was in a small hillbilly town too. She said you'd be surprised how many come in with the "I fell on it" story. You just happened to be naked and you just happened to fall on it. Ironically.
Yeah.
I fell on this goat. Can you get it off of me?
So that is definitely not where I parked my car.
That's one of the reasons why I got out of healthcare. Fuck that shit. You see some nasty shit.
Wishbone salad dressing bottles on X-rays. Yeah, been down that road.
What's that Eliquid you got there? LIFA?
This is that 120 cream pop.
Okay.
It's a dreamsicle with a little bit of culotta in it.
Okay.
It's real decent. I found out at Irish Fest it goes really well with Guinness.
Mm.
I do like a good Guinness from time to time.
Oh yeah. And Dawn's Strawberry Submission goes well with Irish Mule, which is Jameson with ginger beer and some lime juice in it.
I don't know. I think Strawberry Submission goes pretty good with fucking anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty good on its own.
And yep, that's for sure. That was phenomenal. I almost stole what my brother had, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna let you keep it. I left it there. I really thought about doing it, but he did have a friend steal his hazy custard, which I wouldn't call a friend. If you're stealing your hazy custard, that'd be my mortal enemy at that point. You know, I guess his idea of friends and mine are two separate things.
I'd just be knocking on that door. I will murder everything you love. Give me my hazy custard.
You've got a brother, a sister, and a mother. Say bye.
That's right.
He's scarred for life now.
Oh, poor Giancarlo.
Poor guy. You should know better than to do whatever we tell you to do.
Just remember, with friends like that, who needs enemies?
That's right.
Yes, James, all of those are good. Anything with Jameson is good.
I don't think a truer statement has ever been said.
You trying to be a YouTube kitty?
Oh, well, do we have a kitty break?
She's hanging out over here, and she's hanging right here, like she wants me to pick her up. The second I do, though, it turns into a really terrible idea, and I wind up with a Band-Aid on another part of my face.
Well, then you just paint them black and tell them you're going to play softball or something.
That's right. I'm trying out for the Seahawks, fuckers. Leave me alone.
Because I'm going to be the secret weapon. They're just going to tape me to the ball, and then I'll land in the end zone.
That's right. That's right, like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, jeez.
I moved to go get her, and she just ran. She said, "Nope, not having any of this bullshit."
Yeah,
I know that trick.
Says, haha, gotcha, fucker.
Oh, Giancarlo's pony.
Alvin and the Drip Monks.
So, TJ, what day are you going to the state fair?
On Saturday.
Okay. We're going to the Iowa State Fair on Sunday. So we may have to compare stick foods later.
Yeah, I'm going to see what they have out there.
Is this like universally the weekend for state fairs?
It's getting there. Once you get into late summer, early fall, that's when most state fairs happen.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why I know this. My father was only in the carnival business for well over 30 years, but you know, what do I know?
Usually the first weekend of September here.
Hey, there's a damn good reason why there's a fucking carousel horse on my forearm.
Ah,
Well, Oklahoma, that makes sense. That's the first time you can actually go outside.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for fall.
Yeah, without having to like take a big deep breath before you run to the car. If you breathe the air outside, it blisters your lungs.
Yeah.
That's why you're a serious vapor. You're used to breathing that air. You know?
98% humidity at 110 degrees. Yeah, that's nothing.
At least you're getting hydrated at the same time. That's about the only thing I can think of.
I went out Monday. It was Monday morning at 4:15 when I left the house. At 4:15 in the morning, and it was 89 degrees and 96% humidity.
Oh.
Yeah, I walked out. I was like, oh my! By the time my car is like 10 feet from the house, you know, I was already sweating.
Oh. Yeah, when I was at Fort Polk, our barracks wasn't far from the hospital.
No, it's like less than a block away.
Yeah, and there were still days I was like, fuck this. Jumped in my car, drove it over to the parking lot, just because I was like, fuck this.
Yep.
Yep. There was actually a couple times I did that where I went out and started my car just so the AC was kicking, so I could hop in the car to drive over there.
Exactly.
Well, see, that's what's so weird about it. I've been in Oklahoma on 110-degree days, you know, and it's like it's murder. And then I've also been in Las Vegas when it's like 123 degrees, and you don't even break a sweat. You know, it's like I don't even understand it. I guess
it evaporates before you have a chance to sweat.
It's the humidity though. That humidity fucking kills you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. We get those great high humidity times during here, and you know you go from 90 degrees here to 100 degrees in Vegas, and you're feeling like it's 70.
Yep.
Here it's been 75.
Fuck. I remember...
It won't be 75 here for another month and a half, 2 months, and that's counting nighttime too.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, 75.
You can't complain about that. There's a couple. When I was living in California, I was out golfing on Christmas Day once. That was a good time. Fucking shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, it was hotter than hell up here today too. I think it was 55.
Jesus Christ, you must have been sweating like a pig.
Yeah, I almost had to take my toque off.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting a little chilly around here, guys. What's up? Jackson knows what I'm talking about. It's downright chilly. What's up?
Yeah, I'd love to live up there. God, I'd love to live up there.
Because
I'm such a fan of the rain, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, you get all the rain you can stand here.
That's what sucks. I get the humidity as though it were raining, but I don't get the rain. You walk outside, and when you come back in, you're soaked as though it is raining.
Yep.
Been down that road.
Yeah, we've had a pretty whacked out summer this year. We've had the wettest July since 1927, I think it is, and kind of leaked into August. I mean, it's been pretty much, it's leaked right into August. No pun intended. But it's just been kind of whacked out. So I'm hoping that we're gonna have like 85, 90 degree weather in December this year or something.
It's possible the way it's going. It's been like winter weather here.
Yeah, like I said, today was 13 Celsius. That's like 55 Fahrenheit, and I mean it's nice. It's cool, but it's not not snow pants weather yet, but it's nice that it's that cool. But at the same time, we get such a short summer. It's nice to get some heat because usually here in Calgary, I mean, you get a dry heat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I'll tell you, I will continue to take the cloudy and 75. Jack says the summer's been bad. It's been fucking fantastic, Jack. What are you talking about? Like you wake up and it's all cloudy and it's drizzling a little and it burns off and it's like 75 at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and.
That's just cruel. That's cruel, Fresh.
I'll take 70 any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like 70.
Shit, I'd take 90 now. Are you kidding?
Yeah, that's what the summers are. They're not like this all the time, but you know, the majority of the time the summers are really temperate here. So yeah, it's lovely. There's a reason I live here. Because I tolerate 9 months of rain to get to this point.
and besides, you love possums and mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Raccoons mostly. We get mostly raccoons here.
Does that mean that you can hunt morels year-round then?
Well, I don't know what kind of mushrooms they are, but there's always some growing.
There's always some sort of a mushroom.
That's a whole second business if you're fucking hunting morels. Those fucking things go for a lot of money.
That's not the type of mushrooms people are generally looking for here.
Looking for the kind that grow in cow shit, right?
That's right.
So right on the underside of the patty. The best one.
TJ knows what's up.
Tastes like shit, but goddamn, they'll do the trick. And it definitely is a trick, that's for sure.
Fresh looks like he's pondering mushrooms.
I'm thinking of a good body high.
He's like, quick.
Thinking of some good times.
The little blue ones.
Thinking of some good times, wandering down streets and on major holidays, and the world was a lovely place.
That sounds like a couple good times that I had down on Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras.
Were you there with us that time when we went down with El Chico Loco, and we bought like a backpack full of beer, and we were just wandering and like selling them for $5 a pop.
I think I was there on that one. There was a lot of times I was there. I remember going down with Lily, and we rented a house down there for the weekend.
Yeah, I remember you guys doing that.
There's a lot of those weird trips where it wasn't even during the season, and we just, why not? Let's go take the 3-hour ride down there. Ghostface, if you have to ask that question, you need to go Google it.
You need the right ones.
Yes. The other ones will kill you.
Yeah, don't just go picking any mushroom and cow shit. Ooh, that looks good.
It's just like vaping. Know what you're doing before you do it.
Night Jacks.
My advice would be seek the advice of a professional.
Yeah.
That's right. And I am not that guy, so don't ask me.
And make sure it is a mushroom that you're pulling out of the cow shit.
Not an old piece of cud. You know, really fun.
Have a good one, Jax.
That's just telling you you're going to have a really shitty time.
Yeah. If you live.
Oh, shit, there was a pun in there. I didn't even catch that. Oh, I really think that's probably a really good note to leave that on. I think it is probably a good time for me to wind this down here. This been a phenomenally fun time here. We did get a little insight into what's going on over there with Ohmageddon. I did change the link down below to have his email address for anybody who's still watching here. So if you refresh, you'll see that corrected link with his email address there, ohmageddon@gmail.com.
Yeah, it actually automatically pops up.
Oh, does it?
Oh, it's already there.
Outstanding. In this case here, now that everybody knows that and it automatically pops up, let's go ahead and go around the room and say our piece. First off, I'm going to go from left to right here, at least on my screen. So if it's not left to right on your guys' screen, too fucking bad, get used to it. We're working off of me, not you. Just for this one time only. Maybe next time I'll jump around to somebody else. So from left to right here, let's start with Yunkel. What do you got for us, buddy? All the floor is yours.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you, TJ. I appreciate it. As usual, it was a spectacular time. I'd also like to say, check this dude out. Check him out. Y'all know who he is. Ohmageddon@gmail.com. Go give Giancarlo some love. And if you need some coils, you know, you can go check out yetiwire.vapeshack.org. Or if you just want to see some coil porn, you can go to Instagram at Yeti Wire and see some of the crap I've put up.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Yes, do make sure you go and get yourself some of those Yeti Wires, these beautiful fused Claptons that I have not put in here, these staggered fused, but they will be going in here soon. Soon as I'm ready to remove these other ones, but I'm not quite done with them yet, so. But it will be soon. And now for the stench that has come back since it was gone for a week. Apparently he went and took a shower and had to let it build up a little bit. Let's go ahead and let Permit have the floor.
Let the permit hit the floor. Thanks very much, TJ, for putting up with me again. Sorry for my limited activity. I got this family of young kids upstairs, and today must have been a trip to the candy store because the racket was just unbelievable. And it started about 5 minutes after the show started. So, anyways, thanks very much for having me. A blast as always. If we do, I just want to put something out there. If we do have any blokes and Sheilas from the land down under that do happen to catch this show, August 16th, 12:30, the Melbourne Parliament Steps. That's 1 Spring Street in Melbourne, Australia. Again, 12:30 p.m. Get out there. The first ever rally. Dr. Danko, Donna Darville, Colin Mendelsohn will all be there. It's your chance to get out and speak your voice and let the government know that you mean business. And also, I'm going to break a record and hope I have my podcast out, the podcast out on Friday, so I'll have back-to-back episodes out. And this one coming up on Friday is going to be a little different format as well. I'm going to call it the full Aussie Rules Fogcast. I got part 2 of Dr. Danko's interview and a phenomenal interview with the Vaping Bloody Bogan as well. I had an incredible 3-hour conversation with him, and that turned out to be just a fantastic interview. So stay tuned for that. We're going to just kind of make it all Australia, and then the week after we'll get back to normal. But thanks very much for everybody for the support for the first few episodes. Really means a lot to me. And thanks very much for having me on your show again, TJ. Really means a lot. And support Ohmageddon, support Adore Eliquid, support Vaping Swag, Mike Vapes with Hit That Juice. The ones that are pouring their hearts into the community are the ones that deserve your support. So keep up with them.
Most definitely. I'm excited to see you finally break that record and actually get back-to-back weeks down. So don't you let us down.
I'm staying up all night tonight, brother.
Outstanding. That'll be great. I'll have something to listen to on the ride down to Milwaukee for the State Fair this weekend. You can check out Perm the Fog's channel here. I've got his link down in the description, as well as the link to his SoundCloud down there. Go check him out. The Fogcasts are amazing over there. He's doing a phenomenal job. So hats off to him. Next up on my left here to him would be a one LIFA, LIFA, Ray, whatever you want to call him, just don't call him late for dinner.
Hey, late for dinner.
I'm never late for dinner. Look at me. All right. I just wanted to put a shout out to Dawn. Get out to our site. Get those concentrates. You know, you can make 440 mils of strawberry submission by 230 mil concentrates from her. Shout out to Yeti, stainless steel fuse Claptons, and the Velocity here. They are great. If you want to, go check out my YouTube channel and check out the latest video that I posted. I called up a representative, and I didn't get the representative, but I talked to one of their staff and explained my need for them to jump on the Cole Bishop amendment. And as you can see in the video, I had to kind of explain to the staff person why I was calling about it, and the guy blatantly agreed with me that this should be what they should be supporting. So it was all great things. Check it out. Share it with any of your groups if you want to, showing how easy it is to just call your representative and answer that call to action from Kazaa at august8.org or kazaa.org. So other than that, I think we had a great show tonight. Thanks.
You're welcome, and most definitely do go check out that video. I have the link to his channel down in the description below as well. Everybody's getting links on my show apparently, and wrenches apparently. I'm giving them out like candy, so if you're doing the right thing out there, you're going to get a wrench or a link down in the description below. So keep it up, and thank you for that amazing video today. That was excellent. That's the first of its kind that I've seen like that, so well done, Ray. Well done.
Thanks.
Off to his left, one Mr. Gizzard Stew. The wonderful video put together by him yesterday to include director Aaron Biebert of A Billion Lives. The floor is yours, sir.
I'd like to remind everybody to seek out A Billion Lives, support A Billion Lives movie. It will be showing in Oklahoma City tomorrow at the Brick Shithouse Theater. Is that right? Is that right, Yeti? If you go tomorrow, make sure you hug a Yeti. And I'd like to give a shout out to my wingman from last weekend, Adore, Eliquid, the Venerable Dawn. Great lady. And I guess that's about it for me.
Okay, that was short, sweet, and to the point, and most definitely, like I said, do go check out Gizzard Stew's channel. His link's in the description as well. Like I said, everybody gets a link. That video from yesterday, hosting was just amazing. If you have not watched it, please go watch it. It's very enlightening. It's also great to see that Aaron does still have such a passion for that movie. So it's most definitely well worth the watch. Enjoy it. He's got some phenomenal rants that happen in there as well. And to the guy who has started my entire journey and has now kicked me into the DIY scene, I'm pretty excited about getting into. Fresh03, the floor is yours, sir.
What's happening, everybody? I'll just follow up on what Gizzard Stews said about A Billion Lives. A Billion Lives will be playing in major markets. He basically told us that last night. If you live near a major market, which pretty much everybody does, you will get to see A Billion Lives in the theaters. What you can do is help them promote it locally. So what you can do is go to abillionlives.com, and there's a link for help. Sign up to help them promote it locally. Call your local vape shops, ask them if they're supporting it, that sort of thing. You know, help this movie out. Help spread the word, everybody. Permit and Giz have covered all the people that you should be supporting. Dawn at adoreliquid.com. You should be emailing Giancarlo right now to get some of his wonderful e-liquids. Mike Vapes, you can check out the new donut vapes. I got them. I got 2 of the 3. I've got the 3rd one incoming. They are very good. Very good. I like them. Vaping Swag, Shane from Vaping Swag. Heavy Metal Vapor on SouthsideVaporiumAL.com. The heavyweight e-liquids are 25% going to Vaping Advocacy, which right now is the Right to Be Smoke-Free lawsuit, which is one of the big things we need to be supporting. Go watch LIFA's video. Do what he did. Contact your representatives. Let them know that they need to support the Cole Bishop Amendment. This is what we can focus on right now, besides what's going on in our local area. Focus on getting the predicate date pushed back through Congress, and it's a nice slap to the FDA's face. So I think we'd all like to slap the FDA in the face. So it's an easy way to do it. Just call your representative and let them know what you would like them to support. Everybody be beautiful. I'll see you next time.
All right, that leads down to me here. Everything has been touched on that I really did want to touch on, as far as making sure everybody got their proper shout-outs and everybody is taken care of. Check out Giancarlo, shoot him an email, stop over at a door, get some of those concentrates, especially that Addie's yogurt and that banana bondage. Both of those profits are going over to Advocacy, and, well, the entirety of one and half of the other. So make sure you're getting that taken care of there, because if you can't afford to advocate without enjoying a tasty purchase, then do it that way. Also, CASAAugust8th.org, whichever way you want to call it, gets you the same place. Advocate for us, and if not for yourself, for the people that come behind you, because if we don't, they may not have that chance. Also, again, check out those Yeti wires. Those stainless steel fused Claptons are amazing, throwing off some amazing flavor from them. As far as pimping, that's right, links down in the description of the video. And as far as everyone who is out in the comments, I want to thank you very much for showing up. And those of you who are slowly trickling in from Heavy Show, thank you. I'm glad to see that you guys are here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I did have some sort of plan here, but it seems to have been losing me. And apparently we just lost Yeti. Apparently his computer died. His kids need to get back on the treadmill there and keep the power going. This is how I would like to end this today. My name's TJ. You're watching Golf Tea Vapes on Wednesday night. To the FDA, this is my personal message to you. Vaping does save lives. Vaping does help you quit smoking. And you can go fuck yourself. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out.